Good morning, or good afternoon. We will be talking about 1.2 today. We're going to be talking about powers and exponents. I can statements, or I can write expressions using exponents, and I can evaluate expressions involving exponents. So the first thing we need to do, again, if I am going to quickly pause the video, I'm going to go through these quickly, so I would pause now and then start back up and I'll talk about them. But first we need to do a little defining. So first, our first define is of the base. The base is our big number here. This little number up here is going to be our exponent. This little exponent is going to be telling us how many times our base is multiplied by itself. One of the biggest problems that I see, or mistakes I see, is students want to do 3 times 4 and make it 12. This is not 12. This is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. Okay, the whole thing is a power. This is the base, this is the exponent. So our power is a product formed from repeated multiplication by the same number. Repeated multiplication by the same number. The 3 is the same number. Our exponent is the number that represents how many times that base is used as a factor, or how many times that base is multiplied by itself. Okay, the base, again, is that big number, or the number or expression that is used as a factor in repeated multiplication. So let me get my powers in word form. Our base is to the exponent power. So our product form, meaning it's written out 9 times 9 times 9 times 9 times 9, I want to write that as a power. So I have to count how many 9s I have. 4, 5, so it's going to be 9 raised to the 5th power. And in words, I'm going to write that 9 to the 5th power. Okay, our next two are, I have 11 as my base, and it's multiplying by itself 3 times, so it's 11 to the 3rd power, and anything to the 3rd power is actually cubed. So I'm going to write 11 cubed. Anything written to the 3rd power is going to be cubed. So then here, t is multiplied by itself twice, so it's going to be t to the 2nd power, also known as squared. So it's going to be t squared. Okay, so writing each expression using exponents. So I see that I have the same number, which is 1/2 multiplied by itself 4 times. So I'm going to do 1/2, and I'm actually going to put parentheses around this, knowing that this is one whole number right here, and it's going to be raised to the 4th power. Okay, down here, I need to only choose ones that are the same. So 4 is only there twice, so it's going to be 4 to the 2nd power. And then I have -5, which I want to keep that inside my parentheses. I can keep this inside my parentheses too if I want to. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have -5 to the 4th power. Okay, writing them using exponents. I'm just kind of simplifying it down. Okay, here, now they're separated a little bit, but because it's multiplication, order does not matter. So I can almost chunk these together if I wanted to bring this one over here. So if it's easier. And then I see I have 3m, so it's m to the 3rd power, n to the 2nd power. So I would rewrite this way. Okay, if you have expressions that involve variables, variables are going to be any letters. You want to list them in alphabetical order. So M, N. Okay. Now, evaluating powers. Let me get back to this. Now you want to rewrite the power using the base times as the exponent says. Using the power, using the base times as the exponent says. I'm trying to write this on mine. And then multiply by chunking. Messed up a little bit, but that's okay. Oh, no, there we go. All right, wrote that kind of quickly. So you want to rewrite them, the power, using the base. This is our base, this 4 is our base, times itself as many times as the exponent says. So this is 4 times 4 times 4 times 4. And I know that a lot of times you can just throw this in a calculator and down the road you might be able to, but we are going to multiply it right now by chunking. So I'm going to chunk first these two together, and 4 times 4 is 16, and multiply these two together, which is another 16, and 16 times 16, 256, not 216, sorry. Okay, we're done with that one. So let's do again our -2 times -2 times -2 times -2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 6 of them. So do it again. So then I want to chunk these together. -2 times -2, these two together, gets me a +4. A negative times a negative is a positive. So this here would be a +4 also. And these two would be a +4. And then I can chunk these together again. 4 times 4 is 16. Times 4, I believe, is 64. And that would be my answer. Okay, and the last one we're going to do, Christmas colorish, is my 1/5 times 1/5 times 1/5. Okay, now here I want to do 1/5 times 1/5. I want to chunk these first together. Remember, when I'm multiplying fractions, I multiply the top numbers together. So 1 times 1 is 1, and then the bottom numbers. 5 times 5 is 25. And I still have to multiply by this 1/5. So I get 1 times 1 again on top is 1. 25 times 5 is 125. There's my answer. Okay, so here, a school basketball court has an area of 2 to the third times 3 times 5 to the second times 7 square feet. What is the area of a school basketball court? So really I just need to figure out this answer. I'm going to rewrite it down here. And first I want to rewrite these out. So 2 times 2 times 2. And now a lot of people might know 2 to the third power right away is 8. But I'm just going to write it out because it might be easier. Times 7. Now, chunking doesn't necessarily have to be the same numbers. If I look and I see 2 times 5, that right there is 10. And a lot of things are easy to multiply 10 by. So I might do it that way. So then again, I'll get this. 2 times 5, again, is 10. And then I have 2 times 3, which is 6, and 7 haven't multiplied, so that just has to come down. And then I see 6 times 7 is 42. 10 times 10 is 100. And again, anything multiplied by a power of 10 or 100 or 1,000 is going to be a little easier for me to do. So 100 times 42 is 42, and then add those two zeros. So I get 4,200. Now I don't want to forget my label. And you can write square feet or feet squared. So I'm just going to write square feet and be done. This on your quizzes will be points, so don't forget labels. Okay, and then our last one. Last topic, I should say, evaluating expressions involving powers. You need to first substitute if you needed, and then follow the orders of operations, or PEMDAS. And let's quickly go through PEMDAS again. PEMDAS is, our P is any powers. I'm sorry, no, so sorry. P is parentheses. Parentheses means any grouping symbols. So if you have parentheses or brackets, or even if I have a fraction bar and I have stuff on top, that means I want to do the stuff on top first and the stuff on bottom if there's any operations. Then we have E, which is our exponents. Anything raised to a power then needs to be evaluated out. Evaluating just means solving. as far as you can go down. Multiplication and division are going to be on our same line. We just want to do multiplication and division from left to right in my equation. And then again, PEMDAS, A and S, adding and subtraction, those are going to be on the same line too, in a sense where whatever, if I have adding and subtraction left, I want to just do adding and subtracting from left to right. So here, evaluating each expression, C equals -4, D equals 9. What I'm going to do is I'm going to substitute first. So the C is a -4. Everything else is going to stay the same. And then D, like if I have that 3 up there, that's staying the same. The D is going to be replaced with 9. That 2 is going to stay the same. And then I want to do, I don't have any parentheses. I don't have any operations inside my parentheses. Then I want to do my exponents. So -4 times -4 times -4. Then I want to add 9 times 9. So I want to do that. I need to figure out what 9 times 9 is. 9 times 9 is 81. And I need to add it to -4 times -4 is a positive 16. And then times a -4. Remember, a positive times a negative is a negative 64. Okay, so now I have a negative plus a positive. Just think about this. If I'm negative $64 in the hole, and someone gives me $81, I will get out of the hole, right? So my answer's got to be positive. So really, what I want to do is I'm going to do bigger number and subtract the smaller number, and then my answer will be positive, because I just figured out it will be positive. So 11 minus 4 is 7. 7 minus 6 is 1. So I have a positive 17. Okay, here, 6 again, or C, sorry, is -4 plus 9, all to the third power. So PEMDAS, parentheses, I need to do whatever is inside my parentheses first. There's an operation in here, so I need to do it. -4 plus 9. Again, if I'm -$4 in the hole and then someone gives me 9, I am out of the hole. How much am I out of the hole? I'm out of the hole $5. And then the 3, so now I have 5 times 5 times 5. 5 times 5 is 25. Times 5 is 125. I'm running out of time, so I'm kind of going quickly. So D is 9, so 9 cubed minus, so I have a -4 squared minus 2. So I have to go inside my parentheses and do whatever in them first, and I almost start over. So inside my parentheses, I then do order of operations from there too. So I have to do my exponents first. So if I have a -4 and this whole thing is being squared, -4 times a -4 is a positive 16. And then I subtract my 2. Now I'm going to write my steps, and I'm going to show each. So this became this. That's my first step. My next step is do whatever in my parentheses. So I'm going to rewrite everything except what I'm getting rid of. So 16 minus 2 would be 14. Then I'm going to do my exponents. So 9 times 9 times 9. So 81 times 9. 72, 729. Oh, sorry, you can't see. Then we do 729 minus 14. So we have 715. You will want to show your work of some sort out. When I talk about showing work, I mean each step like this. A lot of the times we'll let you use a calculator. So this necessarily doesn't have to be showing your work. This you don't need. These steps you will. Okay, let's go back to this. Your assignment is page 19, 1 through 15 odd, 19 through 23 odd, and then 28. Please don't forget to do it on a separate sheet of paper.